Hey YouTube, Superiors here, and we are having a roulette battle with Fizzystardust, aka the Fizz, aka Fizz, aka Fizzystardo. So, like I said, roulette battle, so we just got random pokes, and I have Infernape, and I go for the Stone Edge, and this is why Infernape should have Choice Band and not Choice Scarf, because he fails to KO stuff, because Infernape sucks. So, he's going to Shadow Ball me after he gets a Pataya boost because I failed to KO him and I get stuck with 68 health. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, 68, haha. Am I doing it right? Fail. So yeah, I finish him off with the second Stone Edge and he sends out Gyrache and I switch out into my Doom Butt, or no, Swamp Butt, and he goes for Doom Desire. And I'm familiar with his Doom Desire set because I've seen it before, so I'm not really worried about it at this point. And he switches out, and I go for the Yawn. And that's delicious because he sends out a Porygon 2. And he's going to switch out again here, and I know he's going to switch because I know he doesn't want his Porygon 2 asleep, so I set up Stealth Rocks. And that is wondrous because Stealth Rocks are to win. And there's going to be some hacks right there. He's going to miss Doom Desire attack. I'm going to Yawn him. He gets a defense drop on the Rock Smash, not once, but twice in a row. And you guys will see this is going to be a long, haxy-ass battle on both sides, so it was fairly fair, but not really at the end. You'll see what I'm talking about. And I missed a Whirlpool there or something, but that's okay, because I'm going to hit it here. So we're missing stuff like a Fiend in the beginning, and I get a crit, even though that does no damage because Whirlpool has like base 15 damage. But it's a trap move, and trap moves are win. So I'm going to switch out into my Little Rounds Grumpig, because I'm pretty sure I can set up on this as long as he stays asleep. And he decides to switch out because he knows I'm going to be able to set up on him, because he fears the Grumpig. That's right, baby. And I go for the Substitute on the Switch, because that's what pros do. They sub on the Switch because pro. So he's going to U-turn out here because it's super effective in junk. And I'm just like, oh, balls. And he goes into a Shiny Entei, which makes me think it is probably the most recent event one. And I set up to Calm Mind. So I'm thinking, okay, what's he going to do? Is he going to Howl? Is he going to Flare Blitz? Is he going to Extreme Sped? What's he going to do? So he goes for the Howl, obviously predicting me to switch, which I'm not going to do. And he's going to go for the Extreme Speed here. I don't know why he didn't go for what other attacking moves he would have had. Probably because he didn't want to take recoil damage from Flare Blitz because he's smart like that. So I go for the Psychic, and I get a crit, and that takes him down because Grumpig is a savage beast. And Grumpig rules the world of Pokemon, but not really. So, Fizz is going to set up another Doom Desire here, and I'm going to go for the Signal Beam. And get the Confusion hacks, which is lovely, especially on Signal Beam, because Signal Beam's like 75 base attack and crap. And he hurts himself with Confusion, so hacks, haha, raffle, lol. So yeah, I set up the Substitute because pro play, and I knew he was going to confuse himself, so that's why I set up the Substitute, because I'm pro. And he hurts himself again, and I go for the Calm Mind because I know he's going to hurt himself with Confusion again because I am a Hacks god, and I know when that's going to happen. So, Doom Desire attack hits, and because Doom Desire Jirachi sucks so bad it's not going to break my Substitute because Grumpig is a baller. And he's going to go for the U-turn here to break my sub, and he's going to send out the Karate Kid, who's all shiny and crazy looking, and I'm just going to go for a Signal Beam. Get some damage on whatever he decides to leave in, or send in. And it turned out to be this. And, so yeah, I'm going to go for the Psychic because I'm faster, because Grumpig is pro. Those of you who haven't figured it out by now, I like Grumpig, because Grumpig is a good Pokemon. I don't care what anybody says. Grumpig is my homie. So, he's taking out, yep, I took out him on top, and he's going to U-turn out here, and that's doing not that great of damage. And he sends out Blastoise, and I'm going to Signal Beam. And Blastoise is pretty bulky, but I've got a couple Calm Minds up, so I think I could probably finish it off with Psychic. But let's see what I do. He's going to go for the Ice Punch here. And that does nothing, because Grumpig has thick fat, I think. I don't know. I might have just made that up. I think it has thick fat. And I'm going to take him out with a crit psychic, because crit for the win. So he's going to send out, yep, there we go, he traced my thick fat, so I know for sure that I have thick fat, and I'm faster. So I'm going to sub up and avoid getting T-waved, because that's how pros do it. Prediction for the win. So he's going to go out into this thing, Jirachi again, and I'm just going to continue to set up the Calm Minds, because he hasn't been able to touch this thing so far. So I'm thinking, hey, why not continue to set up and just Roxer his boxers? So that's what I do. And he's going to U-turn out here, because that's the only way he's breaking my substitutes. And out comes Raffleduck again, and he's going to eat the Signal Beam. And he isn't going to take that too terribly well, because of all the Calm Minds I've got set up, I've lost track because I can't count past 2. And he's going to switch back out into Jirachi, predicting a Psychic, which he does get, and I'm just thinking, oh, whatever. So, he's faster than me, so he's definitely going to be able to get off a U-turn if that's what he decides to go with. And he does. And that does pretty decent damage, considering how beastly Grumpig is and how crappy Jirachi is. But I just Signal Beam instead of substituting, because I didn't want to not have enough health to substitute and then not get a free hit on whatever was coming in. So I get some lefties, and the only thing he has left is this Jirachi. And he's just praying this will take it out, because if not, he's going to get swept. And that doesn't quite take me out, and I'm going to Signal Beam, and I don't think it'll be enough to finish off his Jirachi. And it isn't, which is sad. So, I was a pubic hair away from sweeping him completely with this Grumpig. And it makes me sad because I don't get to, but it's okay. So I'm going to switch out Mad Birdie here with the fail 68 health, go for the Flare Blitz, and take him downtown. That's right. So, good game, Fizzy. Haxy battle on both sides. Yeah, don't forget to give me a thumbs up the butt on that. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Sub Fizzystardust too. Question of the day is, what's the haxiest battle you've ever had? To Priest, catch you on the flip side. Peace out, home mizzles.